Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans, from my swanky new Los Angeles set. It's been a few days, a lot has been going on, and I'm clearly not in Kansas anymore. Don't really understand this picture. I think it's a person relaxing at the beach. I'm definitely not in beach mode. It's cold, and I just dropped my mom off at surgery. So I'm a little nervous. It's about an 8-hour surgery. They're doing a parotectomy, removing a tumor in her parotid gland. And yeah, it's a little freaky, but she's very confident. Met the doctors. They're all great. I feel really strong about it, really good. She's going to be totally fine. And they feel like it's going to be a very good, successful procedure. But if you have any good energy or good vibes you want to send my mom's way, her name's Kelly. She's fantastic, the best mom, and I would not be the person I am, nor be doing YouTube if it wasn't for her, because fun trivia fact about me, my mom, she paid for my first microphone and first software and helped me do YouTube and agreed to let me skip college to try YouTube. So big shout out to Mama SwitchForce, and surgery's going to go well, and I'm going to pick her up later today. But we do have Nintendo news to talk about, and I definitely want to keep my mind occupied, so let's talk all about it. There's some cool stuff going on. We're still in kind of like that revving up period. Things are getting going, and February is right around the corner, which means a Nintendo Direct is happening soon. Yes, baby. But first, I want to talk to you about this new studio that has been sort of uncovered on LinkedIn, and it seems like this studio is going to be Call of Duty focus, which is really interesting. Now, this comes from a YouTuber named Dr.81. Now, this guy apparently has known other things about other studios forming on LinkedIn, and that's kind of one of his like MOs, is scouring LinkedIn. And he believes that there's a new Activision studio that is going to focus on Call of Duty for the Switch. We know that Phil Spencer and Microsoft have said, like, we're bringing COD back to Switch now that they own that IP, and that is a good thing. But there's a new studio in Austin, Texas, and it seems like employees from Nintendo already work there. So Dr. 81 has found that at least 5 ex-Nintendo employees work at this new Austin Activision studio, and that they're hiring about 20 new positions, staffing up for a future Switch project. Now, we don't know if this is going to be a port of an already existing Call of Duty, if it's going to be a port of the next Call of Duty, if it's going to be its own exclusive Call of Duty. I'm inclined to think they might try like a collection first, like either a Black Ops collection or a Zombies collection. I think that might be where they go before just like straight up making an original game. But honestly, the original game would be my pick. If they could do like a Nintendo Switch specific Call of Duty, that would be sick. I would love that. And maybe they could experiment a little with the Switch, since it's not, the main version that's going to sell a bajillion copies. They could get a little creative and have some fun with the switching aspect. I don't know. It makes me think of Zombie U. I know we don't have like a Wii U gamepad anymore. If you played that launch title, it was fantastic how your backpack was on your gamepad. But maybe it's like, all right, you can only control the plane if you take it out. Like that's when you do like the AC-130. I don't know. They could probably do some fun stuff. But either way, we're going to keep our eyes and ears open for Call of Duty announcements and keep an eye on this Texas studio from Activision and see if that's indeed what they are working on. Now, a quick news update that just happened is Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life remake is coming to Switch in America this June. It releases tomorrow in Japan, but it got a June release date and a really fun, like, picture booky, I guess, like, storyboard type trailer. I honestly wish the game looked like this. This is a remake of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life back on the GameCube in 2003. Big purple box for those of you who are younger. I don't really have a lot of interest in this, but I know Story of Seasons is loved by a lot of people, and especially if you're hoping for a new Animal Crossing or something to fill that void, this could be it. And this trailer is really alluring, but the game itself, it's just another one of those. Although if you do have nostalgia for the GameCube original, then I think you'll be more into this. But what you're probably more into is Nintendo finally did it. They finally made the announcement that we've been waiting for, and I feel like this has taken months and months and months, and it's really Microsoft who we have to thank, which sounds a bit weird, but Nintendo did make it before the event today. Later on today, there's going to be a Microsoft Developer Direct, stealing the Direct name from Nintendo, and they're going to talk a little bit about GoldenEye 007 coming to Game Pass, and that means it's also time for it to come to the Switch Online expansion pack. the Pass Pack, but the better part is Nintendo gets online multiplayer, Xbox only gets split screen multiplayer. So online multiplayer is coming to GoldenEye this week. Friday, January 27th, they're dropping it on Switch Online. So after all the waiting, all the teases, it's finally here. And we do get a January Nintendo Switch N64 release after all. GoldenEye will be out. They have a new trailer that showcases the retouched graphics and touts the multiplayer mode for the Nintendo Switch version exclusively. I don't know why I find that just so amusing, but I love that, like, the Nintendo system compared to Xbox and Sony, right? So Switch is the least powerful, and yet it has the best features, the only one that has the multiplayer feature. So that'll be fun. We'll definitely have to check that out and see what it's like to play a N64 shooter in 2022 on a modern screen. And in terms of Nintendo Switch Online, this is, I think, a big boost and something that might A, draw new subscribers, or B, make current subscribers like you and me feel better about our pack, because not a lot has happened. They haven't added really much in a while. We do have the Mario Kart waves, but if that's not your cup of tea, then you've really been just completely dehydrated. And now we can start into the 2023 Nintendo Switch Online lineup, which has been announced. I don't know if you remember this. It was a while back in September, actually, but we have Mario Party 3, Pokemon Stadium 2, Excitebike 64, and 1080 Snowboarding are 5 N64 games coming this year. And I would imagine, well, I think Pokemon and Pokemon Stadium 2 will probably be grouped. So this is probably our next 4 months. I don't know if they would group 1080 and Excitebike. They could, I guess, if they want to get quirky with it. But we have GoldenEye in January. Because we had Mario Party 1 and 2, I bet it's the Pokemon Stadiums coming next in February. Also because they typically do a Pokemon Presents in February. And I bet it'll tie in where they'll be like, and now you can play Pokemon Stadium 2 on N64 because we don't have a mainline game this year, and definitely not a Legends game. Maybe we have a Let's Go game, but for those of you who are hardcore and have played in the past, you probably want to play Pokemon Stadium. And then I'm guessing March will be 1080 or Excitebike or together, and then April will probably be Mario Party. And I would guess we'll get a new update around that time, or maybe this even carries us into May, and then June they have another expansion pack update for N64, but we basically have the first half of 2023 covered now, with GoldenEye taking the January slot and out this week, which is exciting, finally. Whew, could Advance Wars come out? Probably not, but could Advance Wars just some of it's just like, I just want this stuff off my plate. I don't want to think about Advance Wars. I don't want to think about GoldenEye. I want this stuff ready to go. And remember, this has been a long time coming. We heard about this way back in 2022, and then they teased us dramatically in the Direct when they had the trailer for, you know, Nintendo Switch Online, what was happening at the September Direct. They had GoldenEye appear. That was like sort of the final thing in the trailer, and it said coming soon. And we were like, okay, what does soon mean to you, Furukawa? What does soon mean to you, Doug Bowser? Because soon to me means like later this month, in a few weeks. It didn't happen. It wasn't there. What's soon? Is it going to happen by the end of the year? We were really excited maybe in December because there wasn't a Switch Online N64 release, and then Game Awards. No, not the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley. No, 2023. And we've kind of just been in this like quandary mode of like, is James Bond actually coming? Did he fall asleep? Like, did he get shot? What's going on here? Because the Golden is definitely rusting by this point, and Rusty Eye sounds like a very different game. So this is really good news. If for nothing else, then the saga is complete. The saga is complete. Let me know what you think about all this N64 stuff. Are you excited to play GoldenEye? Are you pumped? Are you glad it's finally here? Do you like my set? Is it echoey? Probably. This plant is very nice. This picture is kind of weird. And Fire Emblem Engage had a multiplayer bug that they're working on fixing. They also made, over at Nintendo, big bug fixes to Mario Strikers and Nintendo Switch Sports as they continue to patch up these games that seem to have, you know, online issues and whatnot. There were a number of bug fixes going out this week that should take care of those things. The Fire Emblem Engage bug is in the multiplayer mode, and they're working on it. It hasn't been fixed yet. So specifically, the issue is in the relay trials when you hit random and then click take over, and it says no data to take over. And Nintendo recommends inputting this like code manually here instead of just doing it through their automatic system. But again, they are working on a fix, and so it should be taken care of soon. And now I wait. Luckily, there's an Xbox Developer Direct that should have some fun stuff today. GoldenEye out in a few hours. I can always play Marvel Snap, and I'm probably gonna actually start streaming that soon, very soon, on my Marvel Snap channel that I haven't done for a long time, because, you know, me and Gabe were working on it together. But I want to take a moment to just again say thank you for all your support and thank you for all your positivity and all your goodness and just loving me and watching me and being a part of this. So many life moments, so many things have happened since I started YouTube 13 years ago. And again, today, my mom's surgery and her successful surgery is going to be another one of them. And I'm sure eventually there'll be more, there'll be more life events for me, and there'll be things that happen. And it's just crazy and cool that it's documented and that you guys are all here and that you watch and you support and you talk to me. And I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for being the people you are. Get out there and have some fun today. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive. GoldenEye, how are we feeling about it? Really excited? Medium excited? Not excited? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, SwitchForce out.